Welcome back to the channel. And we've got semi-breaking news. I don't know how to describe this. We're going to jump into it in just a second. But Chase has officially come out and said there's no imminent changes coming to the Ritz-Carlton card. All of this is done through blogs. All of this is done through non-verifiable statements. This is just, we reached out to Chase and Chase said this. So no one at Chase is putting their name on it. No one at Chase is saying anything beyond there's currently no plans to update the annual fee to the Ritz-Carlton card. There is also just no official line or anything to that nature. So what we know so far about the drama that is the Ritz-Carlton card at the moment. A couple of days ago, we saw on Reddit, which, yes, Reddit is not the greatest source of information, but folks on Reddit were starting to post that they were reaching out to Chase to either upgrade their Marriott Boundless card or their Bountiful card if they happen to pick up the Bountiful for whatever reason, attempting to make a product change to the Ritz-Carlton. Some folks were being told that product changes to the Ritz-Carlton were not available. Some folks were being told about a upcoming annual fee change to the Ritz-Carlton. That annual fee would be raising the Ritz-Carlton annual fee from $450 to $695. A day after that, there was additional rumors and additional mentions from folks on Reddit. This is the whole timeline that I have so far. More posts on Reddit highlighted that the annual fee would be $695. You were going to see a $200 renowned hotels and resorts credit. This is the basically United card version of Chase's The Edit. So the Ritz-Carlton card, a Marriott specific card, was going to get access to United's personalized version of The Edit with a $200 credit, because that makes sense. It was going to have 3 additional club, or the current 3 club level vouchers. It was going to keep Marriott Gold status. It was going to have unlimited priority pass for authorized users. There was no mention of authorized users continuing to be added to the card for free. There was no mention of any potential annual fee for an authorized user. There was no mention of any potential cap to the number of authorized users that were going to be, that you could add to the card. Now, the biggest thing of all with this was that there was mention that these implemented changes were going to be put in as of August 1st. Now, I've jumped on this story. Other creators have jumped on this story about the rumored changes to the Ritz-Carlton card, and is Chase about to destroy their best lounge card ever? I hesitate to call it their best lounge card ever, but that is the thing that we go with, because clicks equal views, views equal watch time equals ads, ads equal us getting money. We have to do some of these things from time to time. We have to sensationalize the thumbnail, we have to sensationalize the title, we have to sensationalize something to get your attention, to draw you in. I do plain Jane thumbnails. I could probably be a lot better and a lot bigger if I put more effort into thumbnails or looked into hiring for somebody for thumbnails. That's a story for another time. All right. We're going to stick with the Ritz-Carlton. Now, I'm going to pull up 3 separate articles, because we now have 3 articles all claiming this at the same time. I have at least 3 right now. I've seen it on Doctor of Credit. I am sure if I went into Frequent Miler, I'm sure if I went over to some other blogs that you would see it as well. So what we're going to do, here's what we have so far. From Upgraded Points, despite rumors, Ritz-Carlton card will remain unchanged. Now, I'm jumping straight to Chase denies rumored changes, because it talks about the card, what you get on the card. It's not a particularly strong earning card. Nobody gets this card for the earnings. They get this card for the lounge access. They get this card for the $85K free night certificate every year. They get this card somewhat for the $300 travel credit that is supposed to be airline incidentals, but folks find ways around it, obviously. So this card earns 6 points per dollar at Marriott properties. Card also gives you Marriott Gold status. 6 points actually ends up being about 18.5 points per dollar, 6 points per dollar from the card itself, 3 points per dollar on dining, car rentals, and airline purchases, 2 points per dollar on all other purchases. These are Marriott points. Marriott points can be valued between 0.7 and 0.77 cents per point, depending on what rubric you're using. Some folks get more, some folks get less. That's about the average. Your average will vary. You'll get 15 free nights for holding the card. Get the free night certificate every year for holding the card. 85k points is the value of that free night. You can top it up to 100,000 points. You can receive 3 annual Ritz-Carlton club level upgrade certificates valid for a club level upgrade on an eligible paid stay for up to 7 nights. You get Bonvoy Gold status. Earn $300 annual travel credit for qualifying airline purchases, including baggage fees, seat upgrades, and lounge memberships or passes. Folks use it for plenty of other things as well. Access to numerous travel protections and insurance, including primary rental car insurance, TSA PreCheck, and global entry as well. There's a ton of other benefits that also come on the card: free roadside assistance, Visa Infinite benefits, et cetera, right? So they were intrigued about the possibility of new credits to the card or a new annual fee. So we're just jumping straight to Chase denies rumored changes. Despite a steady stream of rumors, Chase denies imminent changes are coming to the Ritz-Carlton card. What were the changes alleged to be? I've already gone over that. However, it seems like none of that is true, at least for now. We reached out to Chase over the holiday weekend for further comment, to which a spokesperson replied, there are no upcoming annual fee changes to the Ritz-Carlton card. No upcoming annual fee changes. Upcoming is vague. Upcoming is probably short. Of course, this doesn't mean the changes aren't possible in the future. Of course, we're going to couch our language and make sure that we didn't say it's never happening. It could always happen because this is the nature of the credit card game. Cool. It just looks like the card will stay as is for the foreseeable future, however foreseeable you're defining it. Since the rumors focus on changes supposedly happening in August, Chase denying them as of July 8th, 2025, seems like we can be certain those August updates aren't happening. Sure. Here's the thing. August seemed a little sensationalized. I will grant you that August looked sensationalized. Absolutely. We have a ticking timeline. We have a deadline for some of these things to start taking effect with Chase. That would be August 25th, when the Sapphire Reserve stops earning 3 times points on all travel, when it moves from 3 times points on hotel bookings and airline bookings up to 4 times points direct bookings with that, when the edit comes into play, when all of the new features of the card are activated for those who currently hold the card. When that 4-month time ticker finally expires, right, that is more likely when you would see other cards, the last of the cards, get refreshes or updates, right? I am expecting that Freedom cards will get updated in the next little bit. I'm expecting that the Sapphire Preferred will also get updated in the next little bit. Chase is going to focus on the currently publicly available cards first, I'm sure, and then weave that special kind of magic that will turn the Ritz-Carlton card from $450 to $695. There is no flat denial. The only denial is that nothing is happening right now. So that is upgraded points. We've got another one just to go through real quick here. This is Danny the Deal Guru. Chase says no upcoming annual fee change on Ritz-Carlton card. You probably heard the rumors by now. Some phone agents have been saying that the fee on the Ritz-Carlton card is going to be $695. The timeline has been either for August or October, plus there was a post that has since been removed that outlined some benefits. Some of the details don't make much sense, such as around hotels and resorts credit, so I asked Chase for comment upon the rumors. Today, they provided a short reply. There are no upcoming annual fee changes on the Ritz-Carlton card. You're caging yourself in upcoming, which gets to be vague. There's no upcoming changes as of tomorrow. Nothing's happening tomorrow. So what does this mean? Are the rumors false? Maybe, or maybe phone agents are mixing up different cards. So that's also possible. Does that statement mean that the annual fee will never go up on the Ritz-Carlton card? No, but I think we should safely assume that the annual fee will not go up in August. It's also very doubtful that it goes up in October. I don't know about October. I'm going to say maybe it doesn't go up by October. I could see it possibly going up by October. It depends on what they do over the next couple of weeks. I wouldn't be surprised that it would be after October. I would be very surprised that we go into 2026 with the Ritz-Carlton card still being $450. Why? Because every YouTuber that talks about credit cards come October 26th is going to say, are you afraid? Do you want to continue paying $795 for the Chase Sapphire Reserve? Boy, howdy, there is a secret card from Chase that you're suddenly that you can be eligible for by getting a Marriott card. Chase knows what we're doing. Chase is fully aware of this. Chase has been totally cool with this. Do you not think Chase wants to amp up another $245 from its current users of a card that is deemed the best secret card that Chase has? Does Chase not want to milk those users as well? You really think they're going to get away? They're not going to just kick back and say, ah, yes, $450 for the secret card that nobody knows about, except the internet exists. And gee, the internet exists. And have you heard about this thing called the internet? The internet is where credit card news is spread, and all these secret little tricks. They know every trick that we talk about, whether it's manufactured spending, whether it's get this welcome offer and then work your way around and grab the Ritz card, because the Ritz card is so much more powerful than every other Chase card. So much more powerful at flooding the lounges, which everyone complains about the lounges being flooded. Gee, when you have a card that gives you unlimited guests, what happens to the lounges? Really, you don't think the Ritz-Carlton card annual fee is going to change? You don't think aspects of this card are going to change? If you believe that, I have a national park to sell you. It's called Bear Ears. It's very pretty. I don't know how I got the rights to it, but there you go. If you don't want Bear Ears, I also have Escalante. Don't ask me how I do these things or why I have national park real estate that is in Utah. So last story, just because I need to go over this. The last one comes from Miles Talk. Not a resource I go to too much, but rumors have been swirling the last few days about this. It seems that they have started on Reddit and from there fully covered by Doctor of Credit. The claim is that the annual fee will rise from $450 to $695, will include $200 Renowned Hotels credit and 3 Ritz-Carlton bar vouchers. I was curious about the entire premise since Chase generally releases annual fee changes way before a date just a few weeks in the future. Sure. But they could be announcing this change. Wait a second. That's not entirely true. The United card rumors started 1 week in March, and 2 weeks later, we found out about the changes. And then they announced when the changes would take effect, except those changes took effect immediately. So I reached out to Chase Corporate to see if I can get any information. Now, of course, they'll never comment on what they might be thinking about or not thinking about at a future date. So I can't say none of this is ever happening, although it may well be entirely wrong on its face. But I can definitely say that the annual fee on the Ritz-Carlton card is not increasing in August. They don't seem to know why reps are giving this information, but they confirmed to me that there are no changes to the annual fee for either existing or newly upgrading card members. They don't know why their reps are doing this. Are their reps so poorly trained and they don't look at any customer feedback about their representatives, some of whom I'm sure were called on the Ritz-Carlton specific customer service line, and some on a Chase card services member line, and you're saying you don't know why your associates would do this. That just reads like a controlled leak. That just reads like, let's put something out there and see what happens. Ooh, there's flack. Well, we can deny it. Doesn't mean the changes aren't coming anytime soon. Like, it is weird for Chase to have announced the Sapphire Reserve changes, saying that new card members, this happens now. Existing card members, this kicks in 4 months. Amex doesn't do that. Capital One wouldn't do that. Citi does that, but Citi, right? Chase is not Citi. At least I hope Chase is not Citi. Chase is not Citi. There is no earthly way that Chase Corporate wasn't aware of customer service representatives letting information go out there. There is no way you're that ignorant to it. Oh, we don't know why they would say this. Oh, no. Are they leaking information about a card that doesn't exist yet? Are they just going rogue and not following their training? As someone who has worked in customer service, someone who has worked in customer call centers, nah, man, no. Something like that does not get out from the customer service representative. That is bad. That sets alarm bells off for lower middle management, upper middle management, senior management at the call center. Senior management at the call center has to talk to middle management at the organization. Middle management at the organization has to report to senior management at the organization. Senior management has to talk to the C-suite. There's no way, none, that Chase is completely shocked by what has happened here. Don't buy it for a second. Being cagey, there's no name to the spokesperson. Oh, I reached out to Chase Corporate. Really? Okay, I can believe you reached out to Chase Corporate, but like, you have press contacts at Chase. You didn't reach out to Jamie Dimon, and you didn't reach out to the C-suite. That's not how the game is. Like, this is how the game is played, where they're going to cagily reject the premise, but there's things happening, and somebody messed up by letting things leak, or so there's either a bunch of customer service representatives who are about to get fired for gross incompetence, or this was a controlled leak just to get an idea of what the backlash would be after raising the annual fee on the Sapphire Reserve to $7.95, and after raising the annual fees on the United Club card and the United Presidential Plus card to $695. I do not for a second believe that Chase has no idea why customer service representatives would leak such information. No, not at all. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button down below. Check out the pinned comment for ways to support me outside of YouTube. Rove Mile link down there. There's a couple other links as well. My link tree, which goes to Chase Freedom cards, Chase Inc. cards, all sorts of cards there, and a Chase Business Banking bonus if you're so interested. Check out my Ko-fi or buy me a coffee. You can tip me over there. You can drop a super thanks or a super chat. And when I go live, you can also join the membership here on YouTube, $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. Check me out on the Stack Your Points podcast. We record on Monday nights. We release the show on Wednesdays and Fridays. We now have memberships for the podcast as well. And we do a live on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Thank you so much for your time. You could have been anywhere else. You chose to stick around with me. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.